Well, hello, and welcome back to the Basement Farm here in Felsbrunn, Farming Simulator 19 by Giants. You join me on my hopefully final trip up to the silage sell point. In our overnight, we had the message to say our silage was all nicely ready, so that's pretty cool. So today I'm going to set it unloading into the actual sell point. We need something of a network of conveyor belts to sort that out. But yeah, here we are. I have two already set up. Let's drop this here. It doesn't matter driving on top of our stuff right now, so let's get off there. And yeah, there we go. So, the first thing I believe we're going to need to do is open the silo. It'll only uncover a little bit of it, and then the rest will uncover as it goes on. And what I need to do is line all these contraptions up. You can jump in them like they're machines themselves. We're in that one first, which will be the last one. Let's get the engine started so I can at least figure out what we're doing. Do I need to unfold you first? Who knows? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. That extends the one on the top, so that's not quite what we want to do. Could do with that being raised up somehow. But it doesn't want to work for me today now, does it? There we go. It's because there wasn't a sell point there. First thing to do is get this one lined up and then try and line the other dudes up with it. They drive around themselves, much like they are actual machines. The hard part is remembering which way is forward. That way, I see, is forward. So if that can line nicely up there, I'll reverse it back a little bit. If this starts to go wrong, I will just cut out and come back when it's done, because it's not the easiest thing in the world to be doing. I don't really need to extend that top arm that much, so that will likely be just about okay. The second one starts to get a bit weird. The first thing is not that. I think the first thing is to sort that, which was tricky last time. Equally tricky this time. Good, okay. So let's split that out. Definitely don't want that up too much. One of those should say. Do we not have a fold on you? No, we don't. What does that one do? Am I looking at the right ends for these things? Yeah, you're definitely an in end, aren't you? Well, let's keep working on that on the basis that we know what's going on, shall we? So you don't want to go any further than that, I see. Okay. Yeah, we might end up coming back to that one. Oh, that lowers you down, which is handy. That turns you out and round. Sure, you went all the way round last time. Maybe you have to be lower. So yeah, I might end up coming back to this one. But who knows? We may not. Well, that's just cruise control speed. You don't really need cruise control on one of those guys, do we? Oh, I see what's going on. It's completely the wrong way round. I knew something was right. There we go. So we'll work on driving that up in a sec. That makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it? Yes. I don't really need that fanciful angle on it either. That's forward, is it? Well, we don't want to be going forward. Try spinning that round reverse ways to figure this out. Very confusing. Right, you keep going that way and then I'll get a handle on what we are doing. Yeah, we're going to take some jiggling here and I will come back when we are fully jiggled. Otherwise I think we could yet be here a while. Okay, so see you in a sec in terms of jiggling. Okay, so I think that might have just about worked. If I turn all these on, then actually start at the end. Otherwise all that silage has nowhere to go. So we start with the last one. So get that folded and then we can start it unloading. Then we can jump in. Oh, hang on. I clipped those two together, so I then need to start that one unloading. Maybe. That may yet work. And then start that one. There we go. So we can see it in the first one, going up the second belt, onto the second belt extension, onto the third one. Hopefully we will soon see it popping out the top there, although maybe we haven't somewhere. Something's fallen down somewhere. Always so tricky. Okay, so you were okay. You were okay, but you've all stopped for now because you, for some reason, are not. Oh, did that start everything working again? Yes, it did. There we go. Everything working nicely. We can see our silage counter going up and down as it progresses. Is everyone else working? There we go. So it's working all the way through. We don't get paid until the end for all of this. Most of this will get emptied automatically. As that does its job, we can see it sort of disappearing. You don't need to come and babysit that. So we will come back to this. It doesn't pay us until midnight, so we won't see what we get until we get it. So for now, let's groove back to our actual farm whilst that automatically, or at least mostly automatically unloads, and we will see what happens to that at the end of the day. I'm now going to set the time back to a sensible let's play time. There's nobody. Oh dear, taking out a road sign. No one will know. It's fine. Okay, so let's set that back to a sensible let's play time and get going. We do have quite a busy day. The potatoes will be ready soon. Half of them are ready. But first, I need to take care of our own fields and do some. Let's nip down here. Do some contract work to raise enough money to buy the potato harvester. To lease the potato harvester. So there we go. Hopefully I'll find a harvesting job, because they do tend to pay fairly handsomely. But we will take care of our own stuff first. Let's take a quick shortcut around. That won't be a shortcut if I go that way now, will it? Let's take a shortcut around these fields. I think I'd remember this from riding all the horses. And yeah. So I spent... Oh, crikey, that wasn't me. I spent quite a lot of time and funds last night, game night, to get everything serviced and cleaned up, because it had been a couple of work days. Everything was starting to look a bit worse for wear. There's most of our potatoes ready to harvest. Just that last swathe needs to pop, which I'm sure it will at some point, hopefully, before we go time-lapse. Now, this larger field needs ploughing, because it had corn in it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to plant. I haven't thought that far ahead. So for now, I'll set it ploughing. I believe the smaller field needs some lime in it, so it's quite nice that they've managed to get themselves out of sync, because otherwise we're just doing all of the same thing. There we go. Now, so I'm going to set this guy ploughing up and down. I'm going to pop that on a worker, because we plenty of stuff to be doing and getting on with. I don't think I'm going to run the cultivator behind. I'll just put a cereal crop in there, maybe some soybeans, just to keep everything ticking over nicely. I think that looks roughly where it will be. Let's get everything lined up nicely. Frankly, prefer that dead centre, just like that. So we need to be a little bit further over there. Okay. Let's get everything. There we go. Okay then. So let's set you going, get some lime going, and then get some actual farming done. I'm not going to worry too much about what's going on up at the sell point. But when we're working and stuff, I will briefly explain how we did it. So there we go. That plougher is ploughing. Let's hire a ploughman. You can provide your own lunch. There we go. And I said I needed to lime our smaller field, didn't I? So let's get that done. There we go. Yes, 19 needed sowing, needed ploughing, so we'll do that. 20 needs lime, so we'll do that. And then let's see what we can find to do. Okay. I think I had some lime over here that I did not clear up. Wouldn't you say that's probably the case? Those first two. Pretty sure we're going to need some more. Oh, that's just reminded me of something I didn't address when I hired the potato harvester. We filled it up with all sorts of, well, everything, seeds and fertilizer and all the great stuff we had lying about. When I came to return it, it is not one of those implements that will unload into nice little crates and bags like these. So I had to return it full of all our seeds and all our solid fertilizer, which did not please me particularly. But anyway, it happens, I suppose. Right. But I'll let everybody off for now. Okay, so I will start liming here. Let's go. And kind of hope I've got enough. Let's see, that's 7% a thing. We might be okay. But if we need more, I'll just have to go get some. Now, the way previously in Farming Simulator, you could just use the silos that were there at the, they call it a BGA plant. It's like a waste from, an energy from waste plant, if you will. However, in 19, you can't use it unless you've bought it. You can't hire it or lease it like you can with equipment. So what I've done is a little bit of role play in my head, if you like. I've taken out quite a substantial loan to buy the area. It cost us £565,000. I'm going to sort of treat the interest on that loan over the next couple of days as a leasing fee for using that. And then when we've unloaded all our silage, I'll sell the area again, pay off the loan, and there we go. Yes, this is not going to last the whole field, is it? But never mind, that will be a little trip for us to go get some more. And when that's done, we'll put something in this field, I'm not sure what. Probably just another cereal crop will go. Slightly boring, seems as I've kind of hammered the new crops. I haven't done potatoes before, I haven't done silage before. There you go, that should just about finish this strip, and then we'll call it quits. Okay, so let's take this down to the line point and get some more. Yes, I've done all sorts of new crops to me. Potatoes, cotton, oats, let me think, corn. I didn't do corn in the old map. So yes, time to just go a little bit boring, raise a bit of money. And it's interesting to see how much all that is going to sell for. I'm now curious, because I don't really want to wait till midnight game day, but we'll see. We'll just see what goes on. I may nip up, but it is quite a long way away. And I didn't leave a tractor up there. But hey, when everything's sown down here, if I've got enough money, I'll get that on trip up. Right, so I will get the lime, finish the lime on that field. I think I'll set it off. I'll do some canola in the little field. I'll put soybeans in the big one when it comes to it, and I will see you when it is. Actually, no, we'll just keep doing that off camera. I think I will probably do the contract job you've all seen me harvest. In the meantime, I'll just blither along till it happens. I don't even know why I've got that little digital map up anymore. I seem to have got a handle on this town, know where I'm going, what for, and how to get there. So that's okay. There we go. Grab some lime. Start filling lime. You may as well give me the lot. And then I'll check in before we do that, before we find a contract, to see how much money we need. I'm going to have to do quite some contracts, so I sense dropping down to real time at some point. But I know how long the episode is going to take. In fact, before I run out of time driving around the place here, on the way back when I hit a straight bit, there you go, that's going to cost us £25,000 to lease. So there we go, I need about a 25,000 job, I would say, to do that. So that's probably going to be a couple, or if there is a harvesting one, I'll just dive up and do that. All good stuff. The trouble with the specialist crops is they're quite expensive to get into, which I think is probably why I didn't do them on my last save. But that big vat of silage, it was what, 200,000 litres, I think, something like that, at £600 for 1,000. So that's, I don't know, 120,000 maybe we'll get coming back from that, which is nice to know in terms of buying bigger machines and the like. So there's the road sign for before, but I'm sure we'll fix that at some point. And hindsight, I probably shouldn't have bought a full truck of lime, but hey, I'm sure we'll use it here and there, or at the very least here. Okay. Thought all the lime had disappeared from the field then. I wondered what was going on. There we go. Right, so we'll get this finished up and start a planting, and then might trip up and see what's happening in the old silos. Go around these bushes here. There's always a little strip on the edge that you don't quite get. And with lime that proves a bit of a pain. It's not like... I really should sell these bales. Not going to be much, but they are starting to get in the way. Yes, lime, it doesn't matter where you are when you start spreading it. You use it. It's not like... it's not really akin to sowing, where it'll only plant seeds where seeds can be planted. If that makes any sense at all. There we go. All the lime finished for now. So that's a handy one. I did see that we had... Go on, you can jump up there. Yeah. Ooh, that was bouncy. So I did still have some seeds, and that it's not really sure if you're doing an awful job or just doing a good job really badly. So there's stripes all over the place. What is it you're doing? Oh well, never mind. Right, let's leave those here. We can pick all that up later. But in the meantime, we need to get some seeds in our planter. Or sower. I lose track of what it is and what it should be. Fill it up with some fertilizer too. You should just there, good up. That's the fertilizer in for it. Okay. We did have a bag of seeds around here, which would be quite a good start. So let's pop those in there. Not much left in there now, was there? Right. Do I have any other seeds at all? I do not. Well, at least we're full of fertilizer for now. Okay. The other thing I need to do at some point is take the... unload the flatbed, or rather load the flatbed again. There's another roadside gone. Oh well, I'll talk to the local on that later. Yes, I seem to have left my stuff all over the map in that flurry of time-lapse activity. I'm not sure why, even now. Probably I do need to stock up on seeds, not so much fertilizer I saw, not so much lime either, but seeds are pretty low right now. So let's give the guys a shout, see if they'll bring any out for us. Hello, sir. My good man, bring me some seeds. Big bags of seeds, you say? Why the heck not? Let's... I'll get a couple of those. I'm sure we'll use them at some point. There we go. Right, so what did I say we were going to do? We'll do soybeans and canola. That'll do, just as a little gentle money make there. Okay, so let's, on the journey back, examine the jobs I'm going to take on. This road's kind of straight-ish. There we go, let's flick onto there, straighten up. And I saw a harvesting job there, which didn't look too big. We should get quite a nice payout from the crops, if nothing else. Whoa, that's a bit crazy. Okay. Right. Lower that. Turn it on. Stick the soybeans in here. Good eye. Right. It's harvesting on field 11. I think looks like the only harvesting job there is. I might take up that transporting job as well. Well, we'll certainly take on the harvesting one. Let's put a worker on there. Right. You didn't complete your task at all. I don't know what you think you're talking about. I was probably just too close to the edge of the field to do that. You're fairly sure you finished that, haven't you? Good-o. Right, well, I'll go and do that harvesting job, and I will see you all in the time-lapse, which may include that harvesting job. I'm not really sure yet. I'll probably film it anyway, and maybe stick it in, or maybe I'll just open that with where we got to. In fact, yes, I will do that harvesting job in the time-lapse, in order that when I do the next proper episode, we can do the potatoes. So, yes, that's a great plan, and thank you for helping. Likes and subscribes, as always, very much appreciated. Any comments, stick them down there, send me a message, doesn't matter what, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now. Bye!